Pierce. I am district trainer for District 7710. I am here also as a member of the Rotary E-Club. Um, I would like to just encourage you to change your name, and you can do that by clicking on your name as a participant, and then the first thing is your title, so PE. This is a PE only meeting, and AG as well if you are AG. You put your name after that and then your club. So we all would get to know each other pretty well. We ask that you have a mug, and I'm going to show you my mug today. So we're asking everyone, oh, I guess I have to turn it this way. Everyone to have their mugs out and ready to go. So with that, we're going to also have a little contest, but we're going to have District Governor Angela ask you to hold it up, and then we'll have prizes. And we ask you to be careful not to spill anything on your keyboard. This is kind of tricky, right? So we will begin. We're looking forward to having everyone here today. I want to put the view so everyone can see each other. If we can change our view to gallery view, Marie, so we can see everyone on the screen.
So I'm a little lost
I'm
here.
sorry, if you could share your view as a gallery view so we can see everyone instead of the slides, that's all.
Okay, there was other stuff on the slides, so I'll stop the share.
Thank you. So now if everyone can share their, nice, very nice. I see Tim. I don't see Tim, but I see his mug. I see Hero Dad, Robbie, and I can't make out what Charles has out there, but oh, I like the cheetah, Kathy Road Cup, and we got funny. I can't. I need glasses. Now, Terry, you can describe yours. I don't know who the heck that is, but you got a nose on yours for Terry. And who else do we have here? We got Dorel. I see yours, and Sarah. Looks like you got the peanuts on yours or eyeballs. Looks good. Looks good.
This is going to be tough for our judges, I think.
Yeah, we're trying to scroll through and see you all. There's lots and lots of mugs. You can all come on camera now if you can. There's several of you not on camera to share your mugs. We like to see your mug. And that's not your mug shot, not your face, but your coffee mug. Yeah. So okay.
Wow, there's a lot of great ones.
Yeah. Oh, Duke. Uh-oh. Where's the rival? Yeah, I see Tim Farless. I see you. Okay, who else? 1887. All right. That's an interesting one.
Okay, our judges, have you seen enough so that we can get a winner? Or are we? Oh, there's a Cokie Roberts one from NPR. That's cool.
That's really cool. Mine is from back in Hamburg. I bought mine in Hamburg.
Oh, neat.
For last convention. So.
And Cody, your Service Above Self one is neat.
Very nice. Very nice.
I like that. Okay, Rhonda, could you choose a winner? Do you know which is your favorite one that looks unique and interesting, or however? Because we've got I've got a Starbucks gift card here that I want to send to somebody.
Well,
who will it be?
Who will it be? I have to say the zaniest one that caught my eye was the one with, now everybody's put them down, the one with the nose. The nose.
Is that Susan?
No,
Susan Stone?
Terry.
Okay.
Terry who is that? LaFell? Can you share?
Terry LaFave.
LaFave, can you share your mug? What is it?
Oh,
The zaniest one, I thought.
That is great.
Terry, where's your mug coming from?
Scarborough Sunrise.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I think that's a winner. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
I'm putting your name on this and I will be sending it to you.
Thanks all for participating. That
Thank
was
you.
fun. Okay, well, thank you, and we'll get back to the business at hand. Um, Just to make sure that everyone has heard, I saw quite a few when we were looking at the mugs that we asked you to change your name to your title, your first name, and your club name. Thank you very much for all those who have done it. Okay, so let's take a look at the, let's see here, I'm sorry. Okay, so be aware, please, that I'll be posting always in the chat. So if you have a question or if there's anything mentioned by Angela, a lot of it will be posted in the chat. If you have questions, we do ask that your questions be put in all caps. That way I can quickly see them. So feel free to ask questions, just make sure that they're in all caps. And we thank you for that. And now I'll be introducing our District Governor-elect, Angela Jameson. As we know, Angela was born and raised in Iowa. Angela has lived and worked in Wake Forest, North Carolina for 2 decades. Her husband, Warner, is a Raleigh native, and a daughter, Cameron, was born in 2000. A journalist by training, Angela founded Communicopia, a public relations marketing agency, in 1998 and moved to historic downtown Wake Forest in 2006. She and her staff serve a variety of clients and always find time to promote local nonprofits. In 2010, Angela joined the Wakefield Rotary Club of Wake Forest 6 months after it was chartered. She has served as her club's first communications officer and public image chair, as well as editor of its weekly newsletter. From 2011 to 2014, Angela was the public image chair for District 7710 and helped increase awareness and grow membership. She was president of the Wakefield Rotary Club in 2016 to 2017 and is a Paul Harris Fellow. Angela served on several nonprofit boards throughout the Triangle, but has relinquished most of those duties so she can concentrate on her business and leading our district as governor beginning July 1st, 2021. Leaders of District 7710, introducing your district governor-elect, Angela Jameson.
Thank you, Rhonda.
I love the hands.
Well, it's wonderful to see you all here this morning. Thank you so much. Again, sorry for the link issues. Looks like we still have about 80 people on with us this morning, so that's wonderful. And I'm sure there's still a few that may be on their way. You are the first class of presidents-elect to take both pre-pets and pets online. And pets has been around for a long time, for 36 years. So you are making history this morning and next month when we'll all be together again for pets. As Rotarians, we go about doing what we need to do and making the world a better place. And that world starts in our backyards. Our world, however, has been disrupted by a pandemic, and it's changed everything from the way we work, our daily lives, as well as how we meet as Rotarians. Now, some clubs have been able to grasp Zoom meetings like this and carry on with their weekly or twice a month meetings with no problem. In fact, there are clubs that are meeting in person and on Zoom, and everyone's talking to each other and seeing each other. Those are called hybrid meetings. We're happy about those. However, there are some clubs that aren't meeting at all, and there are some Rotarians that are not going to those Zoom meetings. It takes darkness to see the brightness of shining stars. The poet laureate, a young woman named Amanda Gorman, reminds us that we are the light. There is always light if only we are brave enough to see it, if only we are brave enough to be it. It's been said that Rotary doesn't fail, but its leaders do. We're here today to plan for our year as leaders. And as leaders, you've got the ability to inspire your Rotarians, your club, and not fail. By inspiring everyone, it'll be a wonderful year. You are the light, and you shine. I just came back, I should say, from International Assembly, where I was with my classmates, 500 governors-elect from around the world. We were in International Assembly, just like we're in this Zoom meeting, for 11 days, where we had general sessions, we had breakout groups. We were learning what we needed to know to be governors-elect. To be governors, I should say. I'd like to introduce to you our leader for Rotary International, President-elect Shekhar Mehta. He has put together a short video directly for you presidents-elects from his home in India. He's from the West Bengal area, and he's quite motivating. So let's take a few minutes and watch so I can introduce you to Shekhar Mehta.
Angela, I'm having problems. Give me a second. It worked just fine, of
problem.
course, in practice, but for some reason I can't share it correctly. So, okay, are you seeing a black screen right now?
Yes. Mhm.
All right, we're ready to roll.
Hello, the movers and shakers of Rotary. You, presidents-elect of Rotary, are the movers, and I am shaker. Your term as president will be the most amazing, fruitful months in your life. During your term in leadership, dream big, using your vision, plan, and set goals, and then inspire and motivate Rotarians to reach goals. Goals to expand our organization by increasing membership and increase the impact of Rotary by serving the world. Friends, one of my mantras in Rotary has always been, do more, grow more. And I hope you too will take this as your mantra. Do more as in bigger and impactful service projects, and grow more as in increasing our membership. I've always been greatly inspired by the motto of Rotary, service above self. It has taught me to care for others, share with others. Service to me is about thinking of others even before I think of myself. Rotary kindled the spark within me to look beyond myself and embrace humanity. Service became a way of life for me. And my life's guiding philosophy became service is the rent I pay for the space I occupy on this earth. And I want to be a good tenant of this earth. In the coming Rotary year, I request you, urge you, cajole you to serve people and to help change their lives. So friends, our theme for the year, as you know, for the year 2021 is serve to change lives.
Thank you, Marie. So you can see I've got my pin on, the Serve to Change Lives. Actually, it's on this side. I love that theme this year, or during our year, and I also like the Serve to Change Lives, because that's really what we do as Rotarians in our communities, in our state, in and around the world. So we've heard what that inspirational message from Shaker, but I want to share some of our district focus for the 2021-22 year. And we're going to switch to some slides. So our focus in our district, and a lot of this is coming down from Rotary International. The first one, which you're going to be hearing this quite a bit, Shaker wants us, each one, to bring one. And we've added retain all. We're a membership organization, so of course, membership is a big focus. We've been at 1.2 million Rotarians around the world for a long time. Shaker wants us to move that up to at least 1.3 Rotarians, and we can do that and even do better if each one brings one. And even if just half of our club did that, we would grow as a district and as Rotary. But the other important thing to do next year is to also build our morale as a club. This pandemic has really affected a lot of us, and it has changed the way we meet and do things as Rotarians. So it's important that as a leader, you shine and you inspire your members to come back together and to do the good that we do in the world and in our communities. But to grow, we must also understand our community and reflect our community. So that'll be important. And we do have the Diversity and Inclusion Committee that is doing great work to make sure we're doing those types of things in our own community. To retain members, we also need to be asking them what their expectations are, especially when they join, asking what are your expectations? What do you want to get out of Rotary? And then meeting that. We'd love to grow our district by 2 clubs in 2021-22. And that is possible with the satellite clubs and the new cause-based clubs that are forming. We've got a number of them right now. And this year, with DG David Hayden, it looks like we are going to be adding 2 more clubs very shortly. Our own Marie Howard is leading the effort with some of those cause-based clubs. So if you've got any ideas, please see her or me or your AG with forming one of those clubs. The next focus we want to take is to amplify Rotary. To grow Rotary, our potential members need to know Rotary. And that's very important. And we can get those messages out through a number of ways. Those messages coming from our clubs out into the community, through the club website, through the social media, and through our own members that know those clear, concise messages to share within the community. Along with Sol Halliburton, our public image chair, we are going to be offering regular webinars on different topics to improve our social media, how to use effective video in an easy way, and also using an app called Canva. You can get a free version and create killer graphics for your club. So those are some of the things that we not only want to share with our public image chairs that are in your club, but also any Rotarian who wants to help do this and to help promote and amplify the Rotary message. Next, we want to develop our young leaders. When I was in the International Assembly sessions, I was with many Rotaractors from around the world. Those are the clubs for our young leaders, as well as Interact in the high school. In fact, today we've got Rotaractors joining us who are also serving their clubs. There are 6 clubs in our Rotaract clubs in our district, and they're not just with on college campuses. We've got 2 Rotaract clubs that are within the community, and it's a great transition for those Rotaractors going from college into jobs and into different Rotary clubs. So welcome to our Rotaractors. And let's not forget our Interact clubs. For those clubs that sponsor an Interact club, make plans to involve them throughout your year as president. And let's be mentors to those young leaders so that we can help develop them. Next, District Days of Service. We're going to continue this effort that David Hayden has begun, and he is going to be doing a Rotary Day of Service for the entire district coming up in April. In 2022, on Earth Day, April 22nd, 2022, we are going to do a district-wide day of service that's focused on the environment. The environment is our newest area of focus for Rotary International, and it's a great way to bring in new members, younger members who also have a focus on the environment. So we want to come together on April 22nd, Earth Day, and have this District Day of Service. You'll be hearing more information about that. And if you have any club members or you yourself are interested in the committee that will be planning this, please let me know. We'll be putting together different activities, and we can use the help of anyone that is interested in a Rotary Day of Service focused on the environment. Now, I mentioned a few dates, and I wanted to get you this, as well as a calendar will be in your PETS manuals. But these are some of the significant dates for your year as president, starting with our leadership transition banquet, where you will be inducted as president of your club. We are going to have this at the Carolina Exotic Car Club. If you haven't been there, it's a phenomenal place. We hope by June 30th that the mandates will be lifted for gatherings. If not, we'll look at other options of maybe having this outside or something like that. But David Hayden was going to have it here, and again, he had to cancel it. We're picking right up and planning on having that banquet at this place on June 30th, and that'll start about 6 p.m. The very next day, you become president. July 1st is the beginning of our Rotary year and your year as leader. I had mentioned the day of service. Those dates are here. Friday, April 22nd is Earth Day, but we may also do something on Saturday for those who can't get away from work, so that we can have opportunities on 2 days for doing something that is environmentally focused. And then May 13th and 14th, 2022, we will be in downtown Winston-Salem for our district conference. This will be the first district conference in 2 years. David Hayden had just announced that we've had to cancel the in-person one in Wilmington, and an online virtual district conference is being rescheduled for June 5th this year. So watch for more information on that. And then there's a wonderful opportunity, if you have not ever attended a Rotary International convention where 33,000 Rotarians from around the world convene, plan to go to Houston, Texas, a short air flight away or a long road trip for this Rotary International convention. I went to the first one when I was president of my club, which was in Atlanta. The next year it went to Toronto, and we haven't had one since. It was supposed to be in Hawaii, and it was supposed to be in Taipei this summer. That's been canceled. So people are going to be ready to convene again. It's a wonderful convention, and we'll be right in Houston, Texas. So mark your calendar and plan to go to that as well. Like I said, you'll be getting other dates in your PETS booklets, and I do want to reiterate that I need your address so that I can ship you both a PETS manual and a gift from the district. So please make sure that I have that. I'm going to be looking at DACDB, and I'm going to be looking at what the address that you registered for PETS. So I will be sending out another document to make sure that I have your correct address, mailing address that is, so that we can ship you the manual as well as your gift right before Pets next month. So please be watching for that. Speaking of pets, I want to share with you and thank you for putting an effort in registering for pets. It's really a big deal for all of us to get registered. And we were the very first to register for pets. And this is a traveling trophy that our district won. It's the early registration award. Now you probably know why I was so diligent in sending emails and calling those that hadn't registered. There are 7 districts in our pets conference. And so we won this out of 7 other districts. Some of them haven't even all registered yet. So we were first to register even before the first deadline. So we saved our club's money and we won this trophy. Now it used to have this on top, but I'm not going to name the person, but it accidentally fell when they had the trophy. So now I actually think that this could be used to amplify Rotary. But anyway, here are the other 3. There's only been 3 districts that got this award, and our district has won it twice. So Marie Howard brought it home first, and it's back in our district. So thank you. You are all winners, and I really appreciate you for taking the time to register. So now I want to talk about 5 ways that you can get ready for pets. And by doing that, you're getting ready for your year as president. So I called this Prepping for Pets. And here are the 5 ways. Number 1, go online and access My Rotary and DACDB. You are going to be using those 2 websites all the time as president. And I imagine as a Rotary leader, you probably already have. It can be frustrating, but I have put 3 documents on a website that's listed here. It's actually our Rotary 7710 website.org. And if you put in /pres, it'll take you to the club president's resource page. And these documents that I'm talking about today can be found there. It'll tell you how to log on, how to do all those things, some important areas to go to. I was talking between 8:30 and when the meeting started at 9, I was talking about how we got emails saying that they're going to update the password for DACDB. We're going to have to all go in and change our password, which is probably a good thing. DACDB, which stands for District and Club Database, has its quirks, but it is a great database and a great way to send out messages. As I told many of you, the Zoom link that I sent out this morning originally hadn't changed, but when you clicked on that, there was an error. So I had to go in and resend that. So there's things like that happen. I use Pmail to send out emails to all of you, and it's very effective. You can do that with your club. There's a lot of different things you can do. So please take a look at both of these, My Rotary as well as DACDB, and get to know them. Next, lead your club. You've already been getting some emails from Karen Shore, who's on the Pets Executive Committee. And one of those training modules was a suggestion to read the manual, Lead Your Club. It's wonderful. And she sent you a link, plus there's a link on that web page that I had mentioned on our district website. The other thing, if you haven't done so, is to go to the Learning Center on My Rotary and take a look at the courses that are there. It is a phenomenal resource for online courses that I find very interactive, very well done. You open up the course and you're going, gosh, this looks like it's going to take forever. It really goes fast. and is interactive. And I've taken a lot of those courses I had to for governor-elect training, and there wasn't one that I didn't find interesting and interactive. So I would ask you to please, before pets, take the Club President's Basics. One thing that I did mention as we first got on before the meeting started at 9 is I did see that my Rotary is going through a scheduled maintenance this morning from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. That's Central Time. Rotary International is in Chicago, so that's Central Time. So if you're clicking on some of these things and it's not taking you to my Rotary and you're getting error messages, it's under maintenance, and that could be the problem. So go back later. These links work, and you should be able to access some of these things. If they're not working, some of them are PDF downloads. If something is not working, let me know, and we'll get that corrected and get you the proper PDF or whatever you need. So Lead Your Club and Club President Basics are two great things to have completed before you go to PETS next month. Now, there are a few things that you can do within your own club. And unfortunately, I can't give you links to these things. The third one I can, but select your club officers. I know, having been a club president myself, that there's always a few that it's like, oh, I don't know who to ask. I don't know what to do. I don't really want to beg, but go to your club president right now, go to past presidents, go to your board, and have them help you finish up your selection of officers. I know it's not easy. Some of you have already done it, but please work on that and have your list ready and ready to access and do the work that we're going to be doing with PETS by knowing who your officers are. Second, review your club bylaws. Do you all know where your club bylaws are? Some of us have Google Drive and Dropbox in some areas where those are stored. Some of us had to go digging for a notebook that had the bylaws in it. That was my case when I was club president 5 years ago. And I also discovered that there were some things that had changed in our club. We needed to update the bylaws, and was able to find some club members that helped do that. So review those club bylaws. Those are how you should be governing your club. And there's some great things in there. So please find those and review them before PETS. And finally, whether you're a healthy club, a vibrant club, or you're one that is struggling, it is a great opportunity now before you become president to do a club health check. And there is a document that is on that page that Rotary International has put together on how to do a health check, what to ask your members through a survey, all of those things. It's very valuable. And just as routine doctor visits help us identify any health issues before they become a risk or they become serious, a club health check can also diagnose problems in your club. So please look at that. Please consider it, and please, do it before you become president. All right, and number 4, know your numbers and enter your goals in my Rotary Club Central. When I say know your numbers, when you go to Club Central and when you go back to my Rotary and how to log on, there is a section there on how to get to Club Central. It is a great resource to see the history of your club, how much you've given to the foundation, how your membership trends have been, how many women versus men in your club. All of that is documented and in graphs, and it will give you a picture of where your club is, where your club has been, and where it's going to be going with you when you enter your goals. Everything for your club, you really don't need to be entering your goals, on a piece of paper. You can do it here on Club Central, and you're going to be required to do it, and before July 1st, before your year begins. So take a look at it, and if you can start putting your goals in there, do that. We're going to be talking more about that at PETS, So it'll just be good for you to know how to get to Club Central, look at your numbers and what they've been, and see what you're going to be doing to enter those goals. And number 5, prepare to create your club's action plan. So yeah, I'm saying plan for your plan. There are some documents on the website that talk about, how to do an action plan. There's a link to our district strategic plan, which we recently updated, and you can see what our goals are for the plan or for the district, and how you can plan the strategy for your club based on those. Based on this document, which is Rotary's vision statement, as well as their strategic priorities and objectives. These 4 buckets, your plan should fall into those. Only what are you going to be doing in your club, in your local community? So start looking at that. Again, you don't need to finish your action plan yet. If you want, that's great, but gather all that information and be ready to create your action plan for your club for your year. All right, on this next slide, this is the schedule for pets. And like I said, you're all registered. Please show up at 3 o'clock on Thursday, March 18th. That's going to go till 6. Our district meeting is going to be from 5 to 6. And you can see some of the things coming on. I think that Shaker Mehta will be joining us. I'm hoping that he will be there. We've got other great leaders, including Lorraine Angelini, who is on this pre-pets training with us today. She will be our training leader. Thank you, Lorraine, for being here today. It's going to be 3 hours each day, but those should go fast and they should be as interactive. And I'm even going to say they're fun because the Carry Clubs are going to be there with us too. So I'm looking forward to it. I will be there with you. And if you've got any other questions, please let me know. But the people, the Rotarians that you as club presidents should be going to are your assistant governors. And they are with us today. I think we've got them all here. Here is a list along with the clubs that they're responsible for. Now, there are some satellite and cause-based clubs that aren't listed on here. They will be as soon as they become a club. We've got probably about 4 or 5 new clubs that are probably going to be added onto this. I think area 2, my area, we're going to have to start calling it Northern Wake County or something, because we're not all going to fit on that line. And Brad's going to have a lot of work to do. So we've got Gina Eves, Brad Walker, Elvin Butts, Rick Heilman, Ronnie Faulkner. There are 2 newest ones, Rick and Ronnie, Carol Reeves, Jeff Blass, Patrick Gallagher, Deborah DeCamillis, and Melissa Mills. And Melissa, we have added an 11th assistant governor for our Rotaract clubs, because like I said, there are 6 Rotaract clubs. Melissa has been our Rotaract chair, our district Rotaract chair, and she is now also our Rotaract assistant governor. So welcome, Melissa, and welcome Rotaractors. They are more and more part of Rotary, and they're going to soon be counted as Rotary members. So we welcome them and all that Melissa is doing with our young leaders. All right, we're going to take a quick poll because communications is really important, and I want to see how you want to receive your communications. There's so many different ways. So we thought it'd be fun to do a quick poll on the top 2 ways you would prefer to get communications. I'm not promising that all of these are going to happen, or even that maybe the top 2. I'd like to look at those ways and see how we can communicate. I've been in communications all my life, all my career, and I found that you almost have to do it several different ways. There's never just one way, but I do want to see what you're saying. And so please go ahead, even if you're not a president-elect, you can take this and let's see where we get. And they're all coming in. Email does continue to be the #1 way in more than just surveys for Rotarians. I've seen that in several other, but I am, I am interested in seeing how else we can do this. And like I said, we might do all of them too. So thank you for doing that.
We have 90% right now, Angela. Just need a couple more people to put in their
Wonderful.
preferences, and you'll have the results. About 4 more people.
4 more people. They might be driving.
Okay, so in the poll now, we have 92%.
Great. So just real quickly, you'll see that email is #1. We've got Zoom update meetings, which we do plan on doing that. Facebook private groups, and then WhatsApp, which I love WhatsApp. It's a texting. I hadn't done it until I became district governor-elect, and we've got a great group. So, you can't send a group text to your phone, but you can go through WhatsApp. So we may also do that because it's a great way to communicate and get things out. But thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you for your participation in that. So I do want to open up for any questions. We've got enough time. You might even have time to eat breakfast between this and the district training assembly that's going to start at 10:30. But let's open up for questions. If you have any questions, please put them in the chat, and I will be happy to start answering those. Or we've also got other folks that if I don't know the answer, we'll either ask other folks on the call, or we can also get the answers for you, and we will go ahead and get back to everyone with any questions that can't be.
So Angela, our first question was, can we get a link to the video from the first video
Yes.
you showed me?
Yes, I will get that to you.
And then
We have it in Dropbox, but I'll see if we can maybe also put it in a Google Drive.
the next question, or I guess it was a comment, made that the resource links were broken. And I know we had said that the system is down between 7 and 11 CST. So we're expecting after that you should be able to access.
Yes, there is scheduled maintenance. If you go to, even if you just go to rotary.org, I think you'll see that there's a message in red at the very top that says scheduled maintenance, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m., which is Central Time. So that's actually 8 until noon our time. So go in this afternoon, go in later. It's unfortunate, but a lot of those documents are coming off of My Rotary and rotary.org. If there's problems this afternoon, let me know, but we did go into that page and tested everything. I think Rhonda tested it. I think Marie looked at it. So all the links were working. DACDB may also, there's some things going on with it. So, if something doesn't work originally, go back another day, and I'm hoping that it will.
Question came about, how do you get to My Rotary? And I put the link in the chat. It's just the link that you can use. The next question is, what are clubs doing to attract new members?
Wow, a lot of things. And I think we need to have just a Zoom meeting on that. We have some wonderful zone membership meetings. Our own membership chair has been having monthly meetings, but it starts, I feel like it starts at looking at your own club and maybe doing a health checkup like we talked about, making sure that your club reflects your community so that we can attract other folks in our community. It might even be starting a cause-based club or a satellite club off of your club if you do not match your community, or if you find out that the time that you meet is not working. It can be scary to start a satellite club because you fear that you're going to lose members in your club. that might happen. But if you are a vibrant club, you will not. And maybe you need to start another club that meets at a different time, because that time doesn't work for everybody in your community. So would be happy to talk more about that. There are great resources out there. And as club president or as your club membership chair, we want to make sure that you're getting those resources and those ideas to attract more members.
Okay, thank you. The next question is there a plan in place for distributing guidelines about reestablishing in-person meetings?
Yes, there is a great document that came out a couple weeks ago about hybrid meetings and how to make that happen. I need to find that. I was quickly looking for it the other night and I didn't see it, but I know that I know where to get it, and we will put that on there. Just ideas on the equipment to use. All of those things can be a bit overwhelming. I've been overwhelmed having to get my green screen and a better camera and my headset. And I know the pain of having to do all that so that you can meet in person for those that want to meet in person. And for those, there's people that aren't going to meet this year, but we need to encourage them to come in on Zoom and make them comfortable doing that. So I will find that information and we can have a meeting on that as well for those who are interested. Another great resource is anybody from the Wake Forest Club. They actually, the restaurant that they meet in, they have come together with some other groups and they're building a Zoom. They're making one of the rooms that is already there. They're not building it, but they're taking a room that's in this restaurant used for meetings and they're putting in TV screens and monitors. They're putting in an iPad that can be used. I don't know if it's an iPad, but it's something. It's amazing what they're doing. So they would be a great resource. They're creating a Zoom room where they meet so that they can, and they are meeting hybrid. They're meeting in person and they're meeting. I really think that we're going to be wearing masks for a long time, even after we're vaccinated. I think there's going to be a lot of precautions we're still going to make, but if we can meet hybrid, it's going to be a great option.
Next question is anyone researching COVID fatigue and its impact on our communities and our clubs?
COVID fatigue is real. I've seen some articles in it. I don't know of anybody that's researching it. But I think the thing is we have to know that it's real and we have to work harder to get our members over it. And a lot of times it's a matter of calling those members, that personalization, not just sending out your newsletter thinking that they're listening or, blasting emails. It's actually reaching out to these members by phone, by text, and saying, hey, where are you? Can we help you? Can I send you, can we do Zoom practice? Can I get on Zoom with you so you feel more comfortable? How many people remember your first few Zoom meetings? Maybe even this one. It's scary. It's tech. It's people are looking at you, and my face up close, it is. So I think we just need to personalize and reach out to folks who we know may not even have fatigue. They just may have fear from even getting on something that's virtual or online. But I will look and see if there's any research that we can share as well. Thanks for that question.
I also had an article I saw I'll just throw it in the chat, but there's some, if you Google it, you may find most important support roles for officers.
Well, the May district training assembly will be focused on club officers. So we'll have, and Rhonda is planning that session right now. It's going to be, I think it's May 22nd is going to be the next district training assembly. Bring your officers. There'll be more information on this, but there's going to be something on treasurers, something for secretaries. It'll be Zoom, but we will have breakout rooms that those officers can go into. Also, the Rotary Learning Center on Rotary.org. It has courses for your different club officers. Give them the link and have them take it. It's amazing. There's also manuals like the Lead Your Club manual for president. There's a manual for each club office. And so look for that on Rotary International. You can put it in the search and that manual should come up. It'll be a PDF that you can share with your officers. We used to get those and hand them out, but I don't think that's happening now. I think you could probably still buy some, but it'd be great just to send them the PDF and have them read it.
Okay, and then community service projects, partnerships with scouts, next door groups, hospice, and senior centers. I don't know if that was just a comment as opposed to a question. But,
Well, one thing that I learned, I just want to comment on that during International Assembly is that Rotary encourages us to get involved with other community groups. They don't have to be Rotarians. If there's a volunteer that's doing great work and you're doing something that you know they'd love to join in, have them come in and help with that community service. So I think partnering with other community groups and community leaders is important. One thing that is really interesting is Rotary International is partnering with Toastmasters. And they're, Toastmasters loves the fact that we do service, and we love the fact that we can learn a lot from their clubs. So I haven't really seen that there are any membership deals or anything if you join one or the other, but they have collaborated. And if you want to improve your speaking skills or get into another group or even have them come speak to your club, it can be a really great session, especially on Zoom. Reach out to your Toastmaster clubs in your community and go to Rotary.org and put in Toastmasters, and you'll see some of the articles that come up about this new collaboration.
Okay, so there's folks out here, appreciate all the help I can get answering the questions as they're asking them as well. So I'm trying to catch the ones that don't have answers. I really appreciate everyone.
Well, and I'm also,
these are Rotary leaders.
I know, it's amazing. I also saw something from Robert Morrow, and he is on the district membership committee. And he reminded everyone that you can join on the, I think every other month they have a membership call. It's going to be at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, March 9th. So they share great information, great resources. If you've got a membership chair that you've already identified for your club during your year, or if you want to be on that call as well, please go ahead and write that down. And I'm sure he can get you a link and everybody can join in. I've been on their last one and it was great. And that's what we hope to do with public image too, is to have these maybe every other month webinars where you as president or any of your officers or any of your Rotarians can come on and learn some things about getting the message out through your website, social media, those types of things.
Next question is there a district Google Drive or Dropbox? If so, how do we request access? I'm president-elect.
So I know that I have a couple of Gmail accounts and I have trouble accessing. If you're not in the right one, you can't find the shared drive. So I actually have put this on our district website, which is Rotary7710.org. In fact, the club president resources page is where I want to put a lot of that information so that we can easily get there. I haven't seen anything yet that needs to be protected. There might be something, and then I'm going to have to, use another way, a more secure way to get you that information. But right now I'm putting it on there, and I will continue doing that so that we have easy access. And again, that is www.rotary7710.org/Prez, Prez. And you'll see it several times. Rhonda has put it in the chat box. And that's where we're going to be adding things. If you find something you love that you want me to stick in there, I will. So just let me know what documents you want in there for easy access, and we will do that. Now, if I loved what Marie did, and I'm sorry, I'm just adding one more thing. That district toolbox is still under links on our Rotary 7710 website. So if you want to look at what some older information, it's been, Marie was 2019, 2020. So it's really not that old. Look at some of the things she has in there, because it's phenomenal. She did a great job of putting a lot of things in there. So you can still see that, and keep on watching that, the Prez page.
Yes, so actually to follow on with that, someone's looking for shared resources for Zoom presentations on community services. Shared resources for Zoom presentations on community services.
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that, but maybe it's even different meeting ideas. Another thing that Marie started that I love is we've got a speakers bureau list. And I will add that to that page. If you are a speaker and you want to add to that list, we can get it on there. It doesn't have to be just Rotarians. It can be other good speakers that are willing. You know, Zoom has opened up having speakers from anywhere, especially for our club that meets at 8 a.m. It was tough to get somebody like Newman, although he did it, to drive all the way to Wake Forest from Durham at 7 in the morning. But now with Zoom, it's so easy to do all those things. So there's more opportunities, and I will add that, the Speakers Bureau list to that. And if you can help grow that, it would be great. We can all use those different resources.
And just to plug real quick for eClub, Rotary eClub of District 7710 has a YouTube page, and all of our Zoom presentations are recorded there. So you can always go there, and they've been since 2015. So there's plenty out there that you can actually find, and a lot of the folks are local to the area, but we have international as well. So
Rhonda, is that a recording of your Zoom meetings that you put there?
yes,
Okay.
it is. And
I know
have used it in other clubs as a makeup. So they use it as makeups for their club members. So
maybe you can share that link too.
Sure.
That would be great. I know our club also does that, and it's on our website. We do have some of our meetings listed there. So that is a great suggestion. You can look at those Zoom links and get some ideas. Marie says that
the next one is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say that Marie says that Nightdale and the Social Justice Club, they have a YouTube for speaker inspiration, and they've had some great speakers. So I would look at that too.
Okay, and then they're asking for where are all of the district leadership names and contacts listed? Where can they find them?
Yeah, it's probably going to have to be on DACDB. There is a list that I can get everyone. We've pretty much finalized it. Our district team will be meeting because everything's Zoom. Usually the district team meets first, but because of pets and pre-pets, that we'll be meeting soon. And I'll just make sure that maybe I'll just give a list without all of those things, because if you have somebody's name, you can go in DACDB and find their contact information. So we'll post that on the Prez with their name and their title, but no contact information.
Thank you. So the next question is, how will the new Rotaract governor work with the clubs? Should our club Rotaract chair be in touch with her, or will she be reaching out to the clubs?
I will more
I
than
don't know if
likely
that's
be
a Melissa specific question.
Yeah, and I will more
Okay.
than likely be visiting the clubs, just like we do club visits with everyone. So 6 of those Rotaract clubs. But yes, they are part of it. Now, I think it's July of 2022, correct me if I'm wrong, that they actually will be becoming Rotary members and they will start paying dues. Not at our rate. I think it's $12 or $15 a year, but they will be able to get district grants and everything else. So it's wonderful that we're going to all be really Rotarians. I mean, they are now, they're Rotaractors. So a lot of things will be changing. And that's the reason that we added an AG for Rotaract.
Okay, thank you. The next question is, sorry, lost my place real quick. Okay, someone did share there is research underway at the Gilling School at UNC Chapel Hill for COVID fatigue. So that's
Wow,
good
it's
to know.
local, so I love that. I'll watch for that.
Yeah, very good. Yeah. How do we get looped into district calls? I think you were speaking on that. How do they get
District
looped into district calls? Mhm.
Really, right now, like the district membership committee, they have had communications out to all the membership chairs from a club. So really the best thing to do is to make sure that your club, your leaders are in there in DACDB. There's a way to go in there and put in your officer team right now. You just need to make sure that it says 2021-22, because the recent officers are listed under 2020-2021. So you can go in there, and once they're in DACDB and you've got your membership, your public image, your treasurer, they will get the communications, and you as president-elect will get those, any communications that needs to go out. Now, as district governor, when our year starts, because David Hayden is still district governor until July 1st, we will be doing, from what I saw from the poll, we will be doing Zoom meetings to where we can answer questions and maybe do some training, those types of things. And I will be sending that. If somebody did not get an email from me for pets or pre-pets, please let me know, because I go into Pmail, which is the DACDB email, and I just hit president-elect for 2021-2022. And I did go in and I had to make sure some of you were listed. But if you're not getting emails from me, let me know now and we will make sure, because that's how they're going out.
So we spoke about the speaker bureau list, and someone was asking how do they get access to it. So
I'm going to put that on. Yeah, there's 2 components to it. You can add yourself or anybody you know as a speaker, or you can see the list. But I need to talk to Marie and make sure we can. I'm not sure exactly where that was posted or if we were just sending it out, but we'll make that available, even if I have to email it to everybody so that you can see that.
And just want to follow up on the district membership chair. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, that's okay. Go ahead.
Sorry. The district membership chair, Robert Morrow asked that you send him an email and he will make sure you are included in the next membership chair meeting. The Zoom invite will come from Susan Martin, so everyone is aware of that. Okay, so the next question. Okay, they're asking, will the assembly, the district assembly be recorded? Because someone's not able to make it. So they want to access it later.
Yes, I think it will be. I'll double check on that. And just by the way, since we're talking about district training assembly, Rhonda and I have decided that those will remain online virtual training throughout 2021. The first one in 2022 would be February. And at that, probably toward the end of 2021, we will evaluate if, the mandates are lifted, if we can get back together. But we found that the online ones work great. I think Saturdays, a lot of people aren't going to drive all the way to Cary. Some will. I want to get back together. But the online training for district assembly is working. And so our May meeting and our September meeting will be online.
And that is all. Let's see. Those are all the questions we have
Great.
at this time.
Wonderful. Well, we are finishing early. There is going to be a link. And here's my contact information if you don't already have it. I'm on my phone a lot. I text. You can call me pretty much anytime. I'm up pretty early. I go to bed kind of early, but please reach out to me however you need to. And this is me in Evanston, Illinois, the suburb of Chicago. I'm at a picture of me at the Rotary headquarters at One Rotary Center. I advise you not to go in the winter. This was December, I think 2 years ago, December 2019, and it was cold. But it's a beautiful building in Evanston, which is, like I said, a suburb of Chicago. If you're ever in that area, I would suggest that you go visit. They've got a room set up just like the room where Paul Harris and the 4 other people that he started Rotary with, how that room looked when they first met. So there's just a lot of neat things there. And like I said, I would suggest you visit there if you're ever in the Midwest in Chicago. Otherwise, Rhonda will be sharing the Zoom link. I'm pretty sure the district assembly, district training assembly room is open now if you want to go there. Otherwise, please come back or enjoy the rest of your day. And I am so looking forward to working with you as your district governor. I'm here to make sure that your clubs are successful and to provide anything that you need to make that happen. Thank you very much. Thank you.